Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Data Sim live stream. Today it's the 11th of July 2026. It's 24 minutes past 7 in the evening here in the United Kingdom. A sweltering United Kingdom. Current outside air temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. My air conditioning is on full blast. My goodness, it's been difficult to go to my office this week, but alas, it is going to be cooling down later on next week. Anyway, here we are, 79th members only group flights. Here we are in South America, flying from Lima, Peru to La Paz in Bolivia, one of the highest international, if not the highest international airport in the world. Flight time for the vast majority of us going on this sector of 1 hour 30 minutes. And I think there's a couple of other people coming in from, was it, I can't remember what it was, St. Jorge or something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, we're in Jorge International here in Lima, live time, live weather. I've just realised, looking at my screen, we're in the clouds, so let's zoom on in towards the Zima 1737, there we are. Anyway, Flight Sim, X-Plane 12, we've not been in this sim for a while. I think the FlyJ sim was the last time we looked at the 737-200 a few weeks back, but yeah, I've got some annual leave now, and call the weather next week. I hope to get a few streams out, and I'll be around in Discord a bit more as well. Anyway, let's zoom on in towards our aircraft. We've got plenty of people here today. I can see Alpaca 14 Charlie, 154 Uniform, Alpaca 56 Mike. We've got a 747 there, 29 Tango, 2 Kilo Whiskey as well, 9144, 8 Foxtrot, 8 for Alpha Sierra, 7 Echo November, I think that's Jamlin taxiing out, 9 Alpha Kilo, Edo over there, Alpaca 46 Whiskey and 30 Tango. Yes, look at my new zoom in feature I have with X-Plane. It's because I'm using the spot view. It's a lot slower and smoother to zoom in, which I'm going to be using in the future. Anyway, yeah, back in the Zebra one. It's been 2 months, I think, since we last flew, and that would have been the last members only group flight. Anyway, I've got the high altitude option, which I have no information about. There's nothing in our FCOM about it. This gives you the ability to land at high altitude without the cabin altitude warning horn going off, so I'll make sure that option's on for our descent into La Paz, because the elevation of this airport is 13,300 feet, right on the operational limits of this aircraft. Anyway, who have we got here in chat this evening? Ruben Schwartz, good evening to you. Lee JC29, good evening as well. Greg Scott, 16 degrees and raining here. Oh, I love a bit of rain. It's so dry at the moment. We've had the sprinkler on today, but yeah, there's probably a water bank coming very, very soon here where we are. Alastair, hope you're doing well. Stephen Jenkinson, hello members, it's a toasty day, reminds me of watching the streams during COVID. Oh gosh, that was a long time ago, 6.5 years nearly when it started. My goodness me, hope you're doing well. Christiansen, thank you very much for popping in. Edo, good day to you. Desire Plays Cargo Guy, and Andy, who was here right at the start of the stream. Smoggy Liam, who's actually leaving 1 hour early. Yes, because of course England are playing today. I'm not a massive football fan, but I have got into the World Cup, so yes, thanks for your understanding as we knocked this stream 1 hour further back, because I had a lot of requests from UK guys to start an hour earlier, and myself wanted to watch a little bit of this game. So yes, the game starts in 2.5 hours, so we should have enough time to get this flight wrapped up and watch England play Norway. There we are. Oh my god, ATC online, have we, Smoggy Liam? Unbelievable. Yes, so despite every effort to organise ATC, I contacted them on Discord. This is VATSUR and Bolivia. I got some Discord email, their form online, no response, and I started that a week ago. But it looks like someone might have seen the message and have just popped on, but hopefully we'll get some sort of air traffic control. Otherwise, we're going to have to do some serious coordinating going into La Paz today. Have you placed any bets, Ruben? No, I do actually have a Bet365 account. I'm not really a gambler. I have it there for the odd sort of frittle on the Grand National or something like that, but I always only put a few quid on for a bit of a laugh, but I'm not really into gambling and betting per se. Anyway, yes, went for my class 1 medical today, my EASA and UK one, a clean bill of health given. My blood pressure was perfect, which is great. It always has been quite down the middle of the road, but all good for another year. I've got to go see a doctor about a popping elbow, completely irrelevant to the medical, but I've had this from a football injury I got 10 years ago. Someone kicked my elbow and it clicks every time I move it, and it's just beginning to get a little bit uncomfortable, but he said you've likely ripped a tendon or stretched a tendon or something quite common, so GP, he said you ultimately will need an MRI scan on that, so the GP will have to refer me, but God knows what the weight of that is on the NHS. We'll have to find out. Anyway, I'd be a bit late due to poor planning. I've just no problem, as long as you can take part, that's fine. Anyway, look, we've got Yoke Cam and MCP Cam up and running. First time in a long time we've had MCP Cam. Oh, there's my mobile phone there. So I get some lights on. There I am here. I've got my brand new clamp here. So I ordered this off eBay. So much smaller compared to the old one, so I actually have room, look, for my chair to go on the side of it, and it's a much tidier, smaller clamp. So I've not binned the Thrustmaster official one, but it's so wide and heavy and bulky that it's been temporarily retired, and I don't think I'll use it again. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Completely cold and dark here. Battery is on, GPU is on the bus. Pop on the electric hydraulic pumps, landing gear lever is down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights. And then we'll check the aircraft documentation, ship's library, make sure everything is up to date. Yes, look, my wind control, I've not seen it open and start for a long time, but there it is, all working. And you know, I'll turn up the main panel lighting, look, and you'll see the lighting turn on. Very, very cool. What's the ATC situation then? Oh yes, we've got approach online. Well, he's going to be busy. How many departures have we got here? About 20 odd, but yeah, we'll tune that up now, 119.7. And we'll listen to you guys. Whoops, getting your clearances. 119.7. Temperature in the office now 27.5. The aircon seems to be balancing it all out. If I didn't have the aircon on, it would be increasing literally 1 degree every 10 minutes, if not quicker. It goes up so fast. Anyway, 1197 is Lima approach. I don't know if he just randomly come online or if he actually got the message. I've got no confirmation on any of the ATC requests, but there we are. We'll turn X-Pilot up tiny bit so you can hear it, and we'll go from there. Great. Let's do the fault and fire tests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. Faults. Fault APU detector not fire test. Fire warning light, engine overheat light, wheel well light is illuminated. Emergency exit lights are, fasten seatbelt signs are on. So let's have a little look at this operational flight plan. There you guys all are on VATSIM. Look how busy. We've completely filled Terminal 1 here, and there's that big jumbo, which is pretty cool. Just turn it off there for a second. Here's the operational flight plan. Now, because of the single runway and the fact that we're all coming in from the same direction, I might just take an extra 30 minutes of fuel, an extra 1.2 tons, just to allow for some potential capacity issues. Oh, they changed the OFP flight plan design, looks slightly different. Anyway, 1.2 tons is 30 minutes, so let's take 7, 8, let's just take 8 tons extra, that should be enough. So we'll go here to the tablet, ground services, no fuel weight and balance, airside services, load OFP, and we're going to take 8. What did I say? 6985. Why is that ever so slightly different to this? I know, maybe it's the previous. Let me just unload this. I think I generated a new flight plan. Did I? Shouldn't that be there? The new one I generated. Just double checking. 11th of July, departure time. 1900. No, it should be correct. I don't know why it's not come up with my. Usually comes up with the time, doesn't it, of the flight plan? Oh, they got rid of that anyway. 6816. Yeah, the fuel's different. I don't know why it's slightly different. It should be exactly the same, or it has been historically. Anyway, look, we'll take 8 tons. Enter. Oh my gosh, the temperature's actually increasing in my office here. Activate. So that's going to start the fueling and boarding process. I hope. Doesn't it usually open the doors straight away? Oh yeah, they are. The air bridge is connecting. 2 tons all on my lonesome in SBCR already on my way. Yeah, I think you were the only one of 2 people have decided to go from that airport. It was crazy, no one wanted to go, but maybe it's because I put limited slots, I'm not sure. Anyway, we won't put the seatbelt sign on just yet because we haven't got the required fuel. Push the 10 button. There's the, oh I know, what, I haven't saved it. Yeah, I need to make sure I save the aircraft option here for the high altitude rating. Because I selected it, but I didn't save it, did I? So it will be under configuration. It will be under display variants, systems. I think it was. Oh no, did I just see it? High altitude landing. Yes. So Zebo gives you this fantastic option, just like with the aircraft that operates into this airport in real life. There you go. So you have this on, and I guess. How it works, I don't know. There's no reference in our FCOPS. Obviously, we don't have it, so they've removed it. You select this on, and I don't know if it just cancels the cabin altitude warning horn or does any other things with the pressurization schedule, but we'll make sure that is on prior to our descent into La Paz. There we go. So fueling boarding's on board. Oh, how I've missed these cleaners. bagging around. Fuel coming then, that should be set to steady. Flaps are up, which are actually indicated position. Let's do the cargo fire test. Forward aft, fire warning light, and no detector faults. 2000 standby on the Squawk. Running on trims 3 and 0. VHF 1 for you, Jim. Gear extension doors closed. Circuit breakers, nothing showing. Voice recorder on, stall warning test. There's number 1. There's number 2. Mac airspeed warning test 1. Mac airspeed warning test 2. Flight recorder's checked. That's configured and set. IRS to nav. 6 minutes to align here, so we're not too far from the equator. Circuit breakers in. Safety equipment. Happy days, we're ready to go. Well, ready to go to set up, not ready to push back. Ruben Schwartz said, have you... Oh yeah, Blaze. Lufthansa flew the 742 from Frankfurt to La Paz via San Juan, Bogota, and then Lima. Yeah, no way they'd get to La Paz to then Frankfurt. They'd never get off the runway with the amount of fuel they needed. But sort of similar to what KLM did with St. Martin. You know, they'd land their long haul, but they'd take off from St. Martin, do that short hop to that island, which we've done on a stream before, and then refuel for the leg to KLM. It's pretty cool that they took a 747 there. We must try that one time. If they can land it, I can land it. Perfect. Let's do the pre-flight setup then. So there is ATIS available, 127.9. Let's just grab the weather. Oh, it's the classic voice.
2.17, altimeter 1013. Landing and departing runway 16 left.
So 16 left only.
RFP approach and use. Notices to air mission runway 16-34 closed. Only available for emergency.
Oh.
Entity and contact. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Perfect.
Port Geshav International
Where?
Airport Station Alpha 1800 Zulu. Wet 1808. Visibility 10
Just realised
kilometers
the
or more.
AFIS panel's not working.
Ceiling 3000 over test. Temperature 23. 2.17. Altimeter 1013. Landing and departing runway 16.
Perfect. So nice weather. Yeah, the EFIS panel is working, and it wasn't for a second. So QNH 1013, which I've set. Runway 16 left, only in use. We've got 10k overcast at 3,000 feet, 23 degrees. So not too bad a day here in Lima. So that's all configured and set. QNH as well. Let's set our MFRA now. Is that going to be really slow using the wing control MCP AFIS? Yes, it is. So let's. Oh god, there's been an update or something. That's really slow to update. I have to rotate it loads. Put an MFRA of 1140. Ah. There we are. That's set. Let's load up the FNS. Where are we? Lima. So that's what's the arcade code? Sierra Papa.
Right there, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Good. Sierra Papa Juliet Charlie. GPS left. Route, and we'll fetch our flight plan. Seatbelt signs on because refueling's done. Don't forget to do the oxygen. And light test as well. Here you can see the MCP all lit up as well. It was pretty cool. Lovely jubbly. Will do. Flight plan should have loaded by now. Here she comes. Perfect. All uploaded as well. Excuse me. So 16 left departure, and it's going to be a pad. Was it a paddle? Pactal? Can't read my own writing. Pacol 5. Perfect. Arrivals. It'll be ILS X-ray 10 via Utkat, I think it was. Just double check the arrival. Yeah, Utkat transition. Execute. Shouldn't have any discontinuities. Happy days. Perfect. Performance then. 0 fuel weights in. It's exactly 60, which which is what we're expecting off the operational flight plan. My passenger load, I keep it very boring, so it's the 79th group flight. I have 179 passengers. The 80th group flight will be 180 passengers. I'm scuppered when I get to 189 because I've run out of seats, but that's what I've been doing the last few months. Anyway, reserves are in 2.3. Alternatives, Cocha Ambamba. How do we pronounce that? Costa X30. I'm cruising at 35,000 feet. It's only 23,000 feet above the elevation. It's bonkers when you say it like that. Cruise winds 248 at 20. Oops. And top of climb ice 11. Toasty. Execute. M1 limit then. Let's have a look at the performance from SimBrief. There we are. Let me just bring that up for you guys. Perfect. So there's our routing. South America. Takeoff. 16 left. We'll go full length. Weights in. Plus the extra fuel we took. So our actual gross weight is 68 tons. We'll just update that. Calculate. Flat 5. Full takeoff. 26 go. 53 degrees. So TO full. And then assume temperature 53. Takeoff. Flap 5. CG's in 21.4. 5.34 units. 5.34, and the V speeds are improved climb speeds, so the V speeds have been increased to improve our climb performance. We'll select these then. 150, 152. Oops. This controller seems to be doing a good job. I think whoever that is definitely got a fan on. Card player is so hot. 158 is set on the OCP. Perfect. I recognise that voice, hold on to that. Your damper's on, nav transfer, display switch is normal, also check the crossfeed valve. Bright, dim, bright. Off. We've got 200 kilos in the centre tank, but don't turn on the centre tank pumps with that amount of fuel because you'll get the master caution illuminate as soon as you start your takeoff roll. So we'll put that on at 10,000 feet. Panel lighting set. During the day, you shouldn't see this. When you move this, it shouldn't illuminate at all. It would look like that all the time if you turned it up in the days. Only at night time you see it. Illuminates, hydraulics, trims on, packs. 35,000 feet. Here we go. The elevation then, 13,300 feet. Bonkers. So I wonder if after takeoff I need to put that high altitude landing on straight away. Interesting, that's where there's differences between obviously our fleet and the high altitude landing one. Oh yeah, flight directors use my wing control MCP. We'll confirm our set stop altitude shortly, but I'll just set 5,100 for now. And the runway QDM here for 16 left is 156. 156, and setting the courses now. Twisting both at the same time. I've been very impressed if I set them both simultaneously at the same time. There we are. I don't know if there's any nav aids on this SID to be used. It's not a nav SID, but we'll tune the Jorge Chavez VOR 16.9, but it's all based off RMP waypoints. Yeah, you need a good climb gradient for this departure, because look at the terrain here. It gets very high very quickly, but we'll tune 16.9 now. One and... oops, two. That's active. And identified. Auto brake RTO, reset fuel flow. FNC legs for Jim. Trim set. That's done. Radar trim we would have checked. Perfect. We're pretty much all set up, ready to go. Hello, Planelink. Still got 45 minutes until gate departure. Very good. Thank you very much for coming in. Nonetheless, it's getting quite busy here. We actually have some AC, which is quite nice. But I can see a couple of alpacas taxiing out. Well, trio of alpacas. 944 Echo Foxtrot and 2 Kilo Whiskey on their way. Yeah, having these slots for departure. Oh, we've got some over here on this little tiny apron as well. Having a slot system for departure is very useful. It just ensures that everyone is requesting push start in a coordinated fashion. Gives some capacity to ATC. Right then, we'll grab our clearance and we'll then do our setups. Our briefing. Due out in 6 minutes ourselves. That APU. And what stand was I on? Stand number 16, perfect. Lima approach, we want us. It's Alpaca 79 Bravo Zulu, stand 16. Information Alpha, QNH 1013, departure clearance please to La Paz.
Papa Zulu, good evening sir, please stand by for departure clearance.
Standing by, Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu. Papa Zulu, yeah, I can't write, I said Bravo, but I wrote down Bravo. Papa, I think he sent it via text. Perfect. Pre-departure clearance, call sign Alpaca 9 Papa Zulu. That's a really good way of doing this actually, because it just frees up the radio.
Charlie Papa for a poster.
6636. To be fair, most places where we now operate to, we get the clearance via CPDLC, so it's quite good to see. So 6636, flight level 370, so straight up to our cruise level. I'll just use my mouse for this to be quicker. 370.
Lima radar.
Pacal.
Whiskey. We're Boeing 738.
Oh, so he says we've been cleared on the Pacal 4 departure. I should think it was the Pacal 4 historically, and he's probably unaware. Yeah, there's only the Pacal 5, so numerically they update the numbers over a period of time. So he's cleared me on a Pacal 4 departure, but that doesn't exist. I don't know if that was the same for anyone else here, but there we are, Pacal 4. And then direct to Kulis, which is exactly what we have on our operational flight plan. Contact the program controller with assigned transponder coding current ATC pushback. Perfect. That's very good that he's using text. I assume that's a new thing, because it's massively increased his capacity. He doesn't need to dish out long repetitive clearances, and then he could just deal with taxi and takeoff. Very good idea. Nathan, same here, and updated my charts today. Yeah, I should think he's probably got an old, outdated system anyway. Right, good. Let's do some briefings then. We've got 3 minutes until we're due out. We'll connect our
ground to cockpit. Tau is driving up.
A very authentic sounding controller. Sounds like he's a local. And let's do our checks then. So, first things first, the pilot monitoring with the operational flight plan, check the routing in the FMS, check the ground distance here, 593, in the FMS we have 590, so it's pretty good. 4.2 on arrival, we need 2.3 for alternate, so the route has been already executed. Instrument cross-check, type UTC 1857, QNH is set. Now, I don't know if this is an X-plane map enhancement with the elevation here. You'd question the QNH if you saw that in the real aircraft, but I don't know. Maybe the weather in the sim isn't quite up to date. It's completely flat here. It's not been flattened by X-plane map enhancement, but what's actually X-plane saying? Yeah, QNH 1012, but still, it shouldn't be that far off.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Anyway, airframe set. It's going to be left seat takeoff, runway 16 left, flat 5, NADP2, engine out, SID. What's the terrain like here on our departure of 16 left? It is... Yeah, we should be alright if we climb straight ahead, look, over the coastline. We'll climb up to 3,000 feet in any case. So, taxi. We brief our emergencies, but what we're going to do for taxi is push back here facing north. Looks like the Alpha. All the way, look, full load from runway 16 left. Oh, we won't start on Alpha, we'll start on Apron 1 by the looks of it. So either might go across Alpha or join it via Alpha 1. SID, Pacal 5. Now we've got Sison, 6,000 feet, 9,000 feet at Juliet Charlie 930, 10,000 feet above Juliet Charlie 945, Pacal 210, 250 or above at Kulis, and then onwards on the upper by 415. Now there is a 9,000 feet stop altitude here. To inset for initial climb. Yeah, so it's actually initially a 6,000 feet stop altitude. So I'll ask if it after departure if it's unrestricted. If not, we'll comply with these departure climb points. VNAV or manage that for us. Cool. Flying Walnut 737. Good evening, Sasha. Hope you're doing well. Perfect. 2 tons. You've got the train joining you on your way to La Paz. Very cool. Right, we are due out in 10 seconds. Let's get our clearance right on time. Here we are, look at this when it changes over to the hour. Oh yeah, I need to squawk out off though. Wait for it, wait for it. Hey, I'm on live time, aren't I? Maybe it's lagging slightly. There we are. Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu, stand 16, request push and start. I forgot what stand I was on for a second.
79 Papa Zulu, Roger, push for start up approved, facing to the north, report ready for taxi.
Push not approved, face north, Wilco Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu.
Ground copy. Please, show me where you want to go.
Amazing. So max span 36, that's fine for us.
Route connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Perfect. Pack's off.
Clearance by the Pacal for Kulis transition, squawking 5635, request
Transponder out off, and the bridge is disconnected. Let's go.
Starting
On time
and you may
departure.
engines.
I think the last time I used better pushback, it took me on a bit of a crazy journey in the 737-200, but hopefully no issues today. What on earth is this Airbus doing here? Oh, an Airbus A321. I think that would definitely struggle getting into La Paz.
Can I just confirm the runway is 17 and not 16 left? Alpaca 484.
I think you've got that's probably got some old charts. 17 left, I think was the old direction. McBoyd, evening. Sorry I couldn't join. Got a new PC to set up, running nicely, except for one issue: getting some noise from throttle quadrant that causes random flap deployment. Lovely. I'd get rid of the flap. I don't use the flap lever personally because of that very reason. I remember trying the flap lever with this. It just didn't work very well. Right, let's start engine number 2. Nice to be back in the mod, huh?
914 airborne.
Head 2.
1900, climb to flight level 370 on standard departure, please.
Climb to flight level 370 on the standard departure, Alpaca 914.
Oil pressure. And 1. Fuel on. Well, you've got to drag it. I've been flying the aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator a few times. Plenty 66, that's you next to you. Yeah, you're gonna. I'd love to watch your landing in the 321 into La Paz.
Push for start up approved, report ready for taxi.
Push start approved, Wilco, Alpaca 9 Kilo.
Start it out, watching engine number 2. 2, 4, 6, 3. 2 stable, starting 1. And 2. Bit smoky, or is that because of X-plane? Oh no, it's X. Yeah, I think X-plane, you press X, it turns smoke on an X-plane, doesn't it? Head to oil pressure 1. So far the pushback's going better than last time. Sorry, I just realised I didn't mute my mic, so you probably heard me gulping down my water. Sorry about that. Slightly better. Right, starter cut out, launching 1 and 2. 1 and 2, stable. Jenny's on, APU off. Perfect. Oh, 9 Alpha Kilo pushing back over there as well, very cool.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Y17 left, line up and wait.
17 up, line up away, Alpaca 1540.
Yeah, it's amazing how hot it's been in the UK in the last 3 weeks. Set to continue. I mean, not so hot next week, I don't think, but temperature in the office now 27.9 and rising. Leave the aircon on full blast. There's Alpaca. I can't even see that it's moving too quickly. Oh my eyes. That's 30 whiskey, 2 kilo whiskey. Perfect. Godspeed. Excellent choice of aircraft. Where's that tug gone? Down there. Just run the before taxi flow now. Usually wait until you send the
Tower
pin.
is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Gracias. Flaps to 5. Flight controls. Forward. Back. Left. Right. Rudders. Right and left. Recall. Land loader you, and then you'd read the before taxi checklist.
Alpaca 3 takeoff, Cascade 09, request push and start.
Ciao Edo. Man seen with pin. Perfect. And we've done the before taxi flight. Perfect. We'll request taxi.
Oscar, Roger, wait caution, please. Push button startup approved, ready for taxi.
Oh, amazing, Jacob. I wish I had that temperature.
Ready for taxi, Alpaca 3.
Alpaca 79er Papa Zulu on taxiway Alpha. Request taxi.
Seven Niner Papa Zulu, Roger, taxi to holding point, runway 17 left, via Foxtrot 1 Alpha, reaching.
Via Foxtrot 1 and Alpha, taxi runway 16 left. Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu. Has there been a recent change then from 17 to 16, I guess? I don't know. Turn off taxiway. Anyway, Foxtrot and hold on, my volume mixer's in the way. There we are. So Foxtrot's going to make a left turn here, then onto the main taxiway, basically. So there's no yellow line, but I think it's just there. Oh yeah, there it is via Delta 2. So we'll go left here and then join the main taxiway. Right, clear left, and Jim's check clear right. Let's do the config check. Perfect. So we'll make the left turn now onto Foxtrot to get onto Alpha. Yeah, getting used to the quadrant. It's a little bit higher than the old one. You can adjust the height to it. I can put it a bit lower, but I'm just trying to get used to the new position. Right, lower it a little bit.
16 left, clear for takeoff, final 154 uniform.
To Alpha. Beautiful.
Alpaca 4 Foxtrot.
Is that taking off? Alpaca 154 uniform. Show you how the default sounds. Oh my goodness me, what happened there? It'd be great if you just... Has that a bit of a tail strike? It'd be great if we got those CFM 56 just sounding just like they should.
Alpaca down Alpha Kilo for taxi, please.
Yeah, nice to have some ATC. I'm guessing they got a message. Someone read it somewhere. I mean, just I sent, like I do with every group flight, requests until I keep getting until I get a reply. I usually get a reply quickly, but there's email, Discord, online form requests for ATC, just no reply to anything. But seems that someone saw her online and popped on right at the start. So either someone saw the traffic, or someone did get the message and replied, just popped on when we started. Anyway, for what control, he's doing a great job coordinating all this.
Confirm for 154 uniform, level 350.
Sasha, sorry you couldn't join. Hello, Nathan. There is a shop inside the airport terminal genuinely called Soul Alpaca. Did we branch out to clothing? No way. I didn't know that, but sounds like we have.
Alpaca 46 Whiskey, squawking 5622 at stand 8, information alpha.
Let's do before takeoff checklist. Config we check. Flaps 5 green lights. Stab trim 5.3 units. Takeoff briefing. Packs on the bleeds on V speed set 50, 52, 58. Set on the MCP.
1708.
Departure on the Pacal 5 is basically straight ahead. Climb to an initial altitude of 6,000 feet.
Center departure 2 flight level 350 Alpaca 154.
Set here, although he did say on the clearance climb 370, but we'll confirm when we level off if it's continuous climb, and we'll climb straight ahead to the end of an engine failure reviewed.
Taxi behind you.
Perfect. Now here's perfect. Imagine the cabin secure. Cabin secure. Checks complete. It's not LVPs at the moment, but you have to be very careful. Some airports' hold points have the hold point on the parallel taxiway as opposed to the 90-degree hold point, but there's no LVPs in force at the moment, so we can go to the usual hold point. Catch a Cat 3 point as well. Correctly painted. Looks like a ladder. Aircraft taxi, beautiful.
Stand by for traffic separation. 1 minute, please.
Stand by. Alpaca 4 Foxtrot.
Good, he's communicating, advising why there's a slight delay for departure, just for spacing. Perfect. There we go, so we've got Alpaca 84 Alpha Sierra right in front of us.
Alpaca 56 Mike.
We're in front on the runway, and 9 Alpha Kilo
5613
coming behind.
Alpha request push and start.
56 Mike, push back and start up approved report ready for taxi.
Excuse me.
Alpaca parking back.
46 Whiskey, push back and start up approved report ready for taxi.
Respect sir, approved report ready for
cool.
taxi Alpaca 46 Whiskey.
One thing I like of X-Plane map enhancement, I know it's a bland, boring texture when you zoom in. Yeah, look at that. There's a bit more detail than it would be for just standard ortho photo. I like the little texture effects, but it'd be nice to have some 3D graphs. Alistair, that's you. Is that on ahead, or I'm guessing with that call sign that might be you ahead there. Wait, I have the list of everyone taking part in the group flight, so I know who you are. Oh, you're right in front of me, and you're Scarebus. Very good. We're looking for that rotation. Nice rotation there.
84 Alpha Sierra.
Already popping a wheelie.
Left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait 16 left. Alpaca 84 Alpha Sierra.
Nice to ahead of us getting his line-up clearance. Oh gosh, I've not logged the flight on New Sky. I've not used it in ages, that's why. I'm quite surprised I'm still logged in. I think I might just about get away with it. Oh my goodness me.
21231.
I haven't been flying Alpaca for ages. I've been fortunate to get all these lovely new preview aircraft, but none of them are registered yet on New Sky. Right, quick, the codes. I forgot the airport codes. SPJC. Try not to have a runway incursion at the same time. Sierra Lima Papa.
Lima radar, good
738.
Alpaca 208, stand 18, information, Alpha requesting clearance.
Full load, great. Yeah. Duration this. Departure time I'm going to have to put 24.
208.
1924.
Got departure clearance, please.
Flight off block time. Yeah, it has to be outside of 10 minutes, doesn't it? Yes. I think I might have just gotten away with it.
Alpaca 14 Charlie ready.
Ooh, that was close. Oh, Alistair, I'm waiting for takeoff. There we are. I'm logging my flight. Gosh, that was close.
14 Charlie, push for startup approved, report ready for taxi.
I will curve Alpaca 14 Charlie.
Terrible choice of aircraft. Not a great choice of aircraft. Terrible choice.
Alright, good day. It's Alpaca Airways Tango, Boeing 747-200, standard one-liner, information Alpha on board, requesting Alpha clearance to the pass, please.
Who's that? Is that Will? Or is that someone else?
Two
Sounds like Will.
Rider Tango, stand by for departure clearance, please.
Awesome. That's a great view.
Peru 2275.
Awesome. So flight time 1 hour 30 minutes. Great terrain. I checked both airports and explained map enhancement. They both look fine. No ridiculous slopes or anything like that, so I didn't have to flatten any of the scenery. Should be good. Just like better than your 1960 dinosaur.
Lima, buenas tardes en Perú 2275, crucer.
Perú 2275, muy buenas tardes. Continúe su descenso para 4000 a Lugo, vía Atatu 4, prevea ILS, pista 16
Ruben.
izquierda.
Oh, sorry.
1013, notifica
You do sound like Will. I think I was going to say I didn't see his name come up on the booking form. Sorry, Ruben.
Correcto, disculpe, unos en derecho.
Soy Nico.
Funny.
Continúa 4000 pies vía Atatu 4.
Just put my hand in front of the aircon, just to show you what's going on behind me, guys.
275.
Gracias, amigo.
There we go, look. Ah. That's providing some refreshing air. But the hose pops out the door, but it's not particularly effective. It's the tiniest air conditioning unit you'll ever see.
48 Foxtrot, Airborne 1714.
Reset my yoke
Climb
here.
to flight level 350 on standard departure.
It's just going. It's not very cold air. And it's actually very cold, but it's just this PC generating so much heat.
Switch to Unicom frequency 122.8. Bye bye.
It's struggling.
Thank you very much for the service. Bye bye.
Lima Control, Alpha 40 ready to turn.
This controller's doing a good job. So, he's on his own, approach controller, coordinating all of this here. Or FedEx 727 there. Edo here in his MD-80. Edo, is an MD-80 certified for La Paz? Only one way to find out, buddy.
Sorry, it's Unicom for Alpaca 914, goodbye.
84 Alpha Sierra should get the clearance shortly.
84 Alpha Sierra, winds 180 degrees, 8 knots, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 left. Alpaca 84 Alpha Sierra.
Perfect. Let's watch Alistair roll it.
40 Charlie ready to fly.
There he goes.
14 Charlie Roger, taxi to holding point, runway 16
Lee, that's the exact
via
temperature
Foxtrot
in my office
1
right now with the aircon on.
Foxtrot 1 and Alpha for Alpaca 40.
Alpaca 40,
stand 8, ready for taxi.
79 Papa Zulu.
46 Whiskey Roger, taxi to holding point, runway 16 left via Alpha 1 Alpha.
Taxi to holding point, runway 16
V1,
left via Alpha 1
rotate.
Alpha, Alpaca 46.
Oh, that's good timing. Oh!
Alpaca 561, request taxi.
Boing!
56 Mike
Edo,
Roger,
report to
taxi
Chief Pilot,
holding
please.
point, runway 16 left via
There you go, Josiah,
Foxtrot
reminded you,
1
yeah. Remembered you, that was you getting handed over.
0.16 left via Foxtrot 1 and Alpha.
I think that's just the sim, the model matching how it updates.
Tango.
No, Tango, go ahead.
That's Ruben, not Will.
Send the flying plan via text.
Alpaca 29 Tango received flight plan via text.
Get our line up soon.
Yo guys, is there a stream or something like that?
Alpaca 23 waiting information. Alpha request to El Alto.
El Alto. Let's have the airport.
23 Lima, Roger, stand by for departure clearance. Peru 2275 estimation.
Oh, it's so tense. Next.
Okay, last station calling.
There's Alistair going. Godspeed. I'll just how I'm ready. Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu holding short 16 left, ready for departure. Hello.
29 Papa Zulu, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Line up away 16 left, Alpaca 79 and Papa Zulu. Cool, clear line up away guys. Here we go. Order throttle LNAV. Ta-ra. There we are. So MCP is set, transponder TARA,
Fully ready in sequence.
strobe lights on, waiting for our takeoff clearance.
Alpha Kilo, Roger, line up, stand by. Red position, 79 Papa Zulu, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Oh, sorry, just got our clearance already, but lining up away now, Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu. He did clear me to line up away before, didn't he?
84 Alpha Sierra, airborne, 19er.
There we are, anyway, we're live then.
Level 370 on standard departure.
Cool. Yeah, he's doing a great job, Josiah, and you know, don't forget this is a non-native English speaker as well. You know, Spanish-speaking approach controller, coordinating 20 departures, and there's a few other aircraft online as well. He's doing a really good job.
Control, where you can say, Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, stand 15, aircraft type is Airbus A321, with Alpha, request clearance to El Alto, please.
Papa Yankee, Roger, stand for departure clearance.
I've already typed in the message box. He's done a really good job, so when he hands me to Unicom, I'll just ping it over to him. Let's see, I just wrote him a nice little message. Perfect. Well, he's certainly aware of the Alpaca call sign. Oh, look, there's the OG Flight Deck to Sim Alpaca livery. My goodness. I haven't seen that in a long time. Just whacked an alpaca on the front.
Perú 2275 con viento de 180 grados 8 nudos pista 16 derecha autorizado para la aproximación autorizada la aproximación ILS.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the QNH in the sim though.
Uniform de pista 16 derecha notificación
Mismatch.
localizado.
Should be right on the amber bar.
Zulu, Zulu, CLS Zulu.
Jacob looks like 20 to 30 mile trail spacing so far. That should be okay for seems to just straight in without any holding.
ILS Zulu de pista 16 derecha QNH 1012 notifica establecido.
Que va establecido QNH 1012 en la Perú 2275.
Establecido se me desconecta esto cada 5 minutos.
It's definitely leaving a little bit of a gap.
Land Peru 1231 is ready for push and start.
Any moment now.
Perú 1, Perú, standby, please.
Tense, isn't it? Sat on the runway waiting for takeoff clearance. I've sat on an active runway for a long time before with thunderstorm, waiting for it to pass.
2135,
And then we had to request a heading with tower due to weather, but they have to then coordinate it with the approach controller to make sure there's no conflicting traffic. We're on the runway for about 10 minutes, there's massive thunderstorm right at the other end. So we had to request immediate left turn, which was off against the SID, so they have to do all this, yeah, it's not all this coordination. Gosh, Josiah, you'd have to remind me. The Venezuelan ATC on the MOG F69. Was it? Yeah, it was a little overworked, I think, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I think it's had the whole seat single.
Got big spacing for departures now.
Bit
Bit of a queue forming here. We've got 9 Alpha Kilo, Edo, 1-4 Charlie, 4-6 Whiskey, 5-6 Mike. There's no ATC in Bolivia, is there?
48 Foxtrot, switch to Unicom frequency 122.8, bye bye.
Oh, it's just here. Literally, it's the only controller in the whole of South America. Well, there's some in Brazil. Oh, he's doing a fantastic job. Pretty much the nearest place where there's any ATC. That's our little line, look. If anyone was to look on the VATSIM map, they'd be going, oh, who was those? What's that conga line going? It's cool.
1231 is ready for push and start.
Good stuff.
231, Roger, push for and start up, approved, ready for taxi.
Mission test approved, land route.
Well, it could do, yeah, maybe.
1.
Oh, Nafadotska, retro liveries. I think with X-Pilot and the model matching, the same in with the CSLs and oh sorry, the model matching Microsoft Flight Simulator. You just kick some random livery if there's. Here we go. 16 left, clear to take off. Alpaca 79 and Papa Zulu. Off we go, guys.
Alpaca 29 Tango, push and start approved. Calling ready
Timer.
for taxi.
Excellent. Stabilised. Set takeoff thrust. Classic Zebo sounds. 92.5. Takeoff thrust set. Indications. Right, looks like a car ahead is about to cross the runway. Oh no, it's disappeared. 80 knots. Checked. Release forward pressure. Old takeoff over here with the increased V speeds.
E1, rotate.
There we go. On stick, but a bit strange. A bit of a dead band. Interesting. Gear up. Yeah, it unstuck very quickly. So when I say unstuck, the nose came up very fast.
400.
Out of. Was there a bit of noise in my yoke? No, it's alright. Crossing the VOR.
9.16 left.
Ah, that's okay. Plug up.
1000.
Flight director bar still lagging a bit. Come on, that bar should be going down now. No, I'm having to pitch below the flight director bar. That's one. If I go onto the flight director, it's barely accelerating. Flaps up. Should be commanding a much lower altitude than that. See, look, I'm on the flight director in a second. Look at it, it's barely accelerating. It's been a while. I've updated the Zebra mod, I think, one version since we last flew it. Anyway, flaps up. I'm just seeing, I might be a bit of noise in my yoke. Just looking at the yoke here, look, if I pitch, look. Maybe not, maybe I'm imagining it. Ah, it's all good, I'm imagining it. Right, flaps on no lights are climbing to 6,000 feet initially. Command A. Passing 3,800 for, I think it was 6,000 feet initially in Sison. So best go VNAV. And we should be below 6,000, then we can continue to climb up to 9,000 feet. After taking a checklist.
Thank you, sir. Taxi to holding point, runway 16
Air conditioning and pressurization, 2.0 climbing. Set. Release to cabin crew. Activities QNH 4,900. Up to 6,000 feet, we're about to pass that restriction. Next restriction is 9,000 feet at Julia Charlie 930. After taking checks complete. Wait, I think with the light off in my office, it's quite difficult for you to see the MCP. Let me just turn my office light on. I've not used the MCP cam in ages. Ah, that's better. Should be a bit clearer now.
Take off 16 left, Alpaca 9 kilo.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, I didn't do the beautiful fly past like I should always do being X-plane. Hold on.
Minimums.
X-plane lapping has looking good. Zoom on looking good. Beautiful. Cheers, Jamlin. 30 minutes top of descent. I'll miss the carnage unless they close the runway after my landing. Please don't leave any debris down. Cheers, buddy. Nice to see you in a group flight as well. It's been some time. All the best. Good. So the restrictions to passing. Now, yeah, we'll continue all the way up to our cruise flight level 370. So we'll set standard now. That's 85 flight level 370. Sweet. 76 months as a member, Champion. That's no short feat either. Thank you so much for the support for all that time. And I should guess your PC is all up and running, because I think the last time I saw you in a stream, you were just having woes of your old one. Did you have a complete hard drive failure or something? What's our ETA? No delay. Should be touching down at 9:46. 15 minutes before the game starts. Very good. If you look on the map, you can literally see the train going up and up and up and up and up in front of us. And, you can actually see that here. It's very dramatic. Look at that.
Like a teaser, 8 minute clearance.
Really nice. Oh man, I need to do a few more streams in X-Plane, especially now I need to do a bit more in the FlyJ Sim 737, don't we? Anyway, passing 115370 pre-cruise check, so fuel, pop on those centre tank pumps, there's 230 kilos there. Lights off, APU's off, pressurisation 4.2, set, passengers recall, checks complete. Remind me then guys, oops, control panel. Remind me to put this high altitude landing mode on. I don't know when, I guess in the cruise or now. I'll do it, I sort of want to do it in the cruise, that's what my instinct's telling me, but no clue otherwise what I do. Another group flight underway. Look at this scene. Wow, very dramatic. There's the Pacific Ocean.
Profile North 350 on the standard departure, Alpaca 9 kilo.
First time we've actually ever flown into La Paz. We've done a Lima overload on a previous group flight, and one of the departure airports was La Paz, but I think I departed from, I can't remember where I departed from, but this is the first time I've ventured into or out of La Paz in any live stream. Yeah, two times you had exactly the same but the other direction, yeah. It's very nice, beautiful scenery. Well, yeah, the mod's behaving okay. I don't think there's been any updates for a while. But it's always nice to jump back into it.
Lima, Roger, push for a startup approval, ready for taxi.
Close off MCP cam whilst we continue climbing.
And Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee 715, squawk 5661.
Ah, the sim looks great, doesn't it? 60 FPS pretty much. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Really impressed with X-Plane map enhancement. Once you're above sort of 6,000–7,000 feet, it looks amazing. Completely free. I think for GA close to the ground it might not look quite as good on the approach and takeoff, but from up here, amazing. This is with the big maps as well. I always stick with it. In back we go.
Como vos tengas ganas, yo calculo que un rato más y esto se acaba, pero si te querés conectar, bienvenido.
Ah, stunning.
Delta Oscar, Airborne 1735.
Got peaks over there.
Radar contact, identify altitude 3000 feet, climb to flight level 330.
Is that a ship point? Or master cushion fuel? Best check the Mora in case of depressurization. What's the safest height to go to? 21,300 feet. Alright, so if something goes pop, we'll go to 22,000 feet. And, there'd probably be some sort of escape routes that you'd have to fly.
29 Tango, Roger, taxi to holding point, runway 17 left, via Foxtrot 1, Alpha.
220 for GA, best use the subscription route for high res offer. How much is that? I might look into that. I mean, it still looks for the amount I do, and you've got to remember in Europe where mostly flying other parts of the world it's overcast, cloudy conditions. But today, I don't know what difference that would have made with the high resolution photos. Right now, that looks fantastic.
Roger, is hold position
There it is.
1 minute.
Past 22,000 feet. Yeah, and it's been really busy the last month as well at work, and I was actually looking at the streams. I think I only did 4 streams the last month or so. I was hoping to do a bit more, but yeah, Baba number 2 is I'm not going to give anything too much away, but it's not imminent, but Joe feels like it could be. But yeah, with this heat, really had to support her with the baby as well, which is absolutely fine. Just means I've had to sort of prioritise that. But yeah, enjoy my annual leave, and have a medical stay. I took my friend for lunch, which was really cool to catch up. I hadn't seen him since my wedding last year. So that was good. 2 times unsure of the price at XPME, but they use Zoom level 19 or better on the subscription plan, where for Zoom level 15 or less. Okay. Wasn't there some controversy over that though? Was there a Reddit post? Someone mentioned some points about it.
I can see today, go ahead.
Oh, towers come online by the sounds of it. If anyone here is watching in Lima, yeah, towers just popped online. It would have been ideal if you came here an hour ago, but there we are. I'm just checking my emails to make sure they didn't actually respond. No, I didn't get
23 Lima for
response there.
Contact tower frequency 118 decimal. Sorry, 118 decimal.
Hopefully we'll come over to Lima to coordinate that. Not Lima, to Bolivia. Germany, still nobody at La Paz. I know. I did try. And to be actually, well, that's a message which sort of encompasses all the regions here. I didn't actually contact. I don't know if Peru has their own individual VAT symbol. Bolivia did. Has it? I guess Lima does as well.
Go ahead, Fernando.
Didn't actually contact them. Hi Mark, when is Junior aircrew number 2 due? Any idea if it's a little brother or sister yet? Due? I'm not giving too much away. Let's just say, Mark Scott, by the end of the summer. And it's a boy. So, one of each. How lucky are we? Yeah. Little boy is probably going to grow up to be a pilot. Going to be shoving aeroplanes down in as soon as he comes out. It would be cool though. I'll have to get him into flight sim, won't I? Cheers Mark, hope you're doing well, buddy. Jamlin, I was chatting to 2 Tons about something called X-Plane map enhancement. Are you using X-Plane? Or have you switched over to Microsoft Flight Simulator? Also, my own birthday is end of August, where you never know. It could be quite close. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Depending on sequence AT availability and majors log off factor is to not muddy the approach with the others. Oh, 2 Tons, no, we'll coordinate it. We'll see what the situation is. I mean, looking here at the map, the departures have been sort of spaced quite far. So, you know, well, for me, for example, there's quite a significant gap. I don't know where you are, but you could definitely get an aircraft on the approach there. Some are closer than others. Let's see if we can find you. There's a C-130. And they're going to... they're going into La Paz as well, but they're going much slower. I guess that's you there, 2 Tons. You're E-170, so yeah, I think you should slot in. Or maybe enter the hold above everyone as a minimum, and then sort of stack yourself down. Yeah, most traffic's going to be crossing. 122 decimal, Alpaca 79, Papa Zulu. Thanks for your time this afternoon. Bye bye. Perfect. I'll send in that message.
122 decimal, thank you very much for your service today, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo. Bye bye now.
There we go, perfect. Desire, yeah, I got a big gap. Yeah, we were on the runway for quite some time, I think for about 5 minutes before we got out of clearance. I messaged back. Oh, you're most welcome, sir. Thank you. 2 Tons. Manual holding in the 170. I'll find out on Tuesday whether the real plane has FMS hold functionality. Oh, you're going to be dispatching one. Very cool. List them in. Yes, well remembered. Our second ever members only group flight, where we flew into Innsbruck. I have somewhat of a hazy memory of it, but yes, we still had no ATC, and we did coordinate that. I vaguely remember the old member. I mean, it still comes up in chat sometimes. I can't remember. We were all doing a really nice job coordinating the hold, but he just literally blitzed in the wrong altitude and went straight onto the approach, screwing up. Can't remember his name now. What was his name? But yeah, that was before we coordinated and organised. Everyone was requesting push and start at the same time. Everyone was pushing past taxi. Everyone was messing around. We had at the start of the membership and the group flights, we had a few kids. One or 2 are still members. Maybe lacked a little bit of maturity, and we did have some issues, and it was briefly a problem, but we've never had any issues since. Yeah, It's very, very good. Yes, 2 tons. What's your ETA in the computer? I think you'll be there before me. I'm 2047. Following the path. Yeah, back angle to 10 degrees. Yeah, I mean, you know, for the cruise. Bear in mind that elevation here is quite high. I mean, it looks great, zoom level 15. I mean, that's on route tiles. I used to always use zoom level 15. So anyway, but yeah, I'm so happy I never have to use Orpho ever again. Gosh, you spent so much time doing that. Just about to see the coastline of Peru down there. Yeah, so I've decided. Maybe not Sunday night, but Monday or Tuesday, I might do another overnight long haul. And the theme is, guys, where are England and Norway playing tonight? The theme will be, we'll fly the fans and footballers home that lost. So we'll either go to the UK, or from, is it Atlanta they're playing tonight? Well, no, it's Miami, or Florida. Go from there to either UK or Norway. That's the plan, that's the theme. Yeah, alright, Miami, perfect. And actually, I've got some Miami scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim, so either use that sim or X-Plane. I haven't decided yet, but we'll fly the fans back. We'll need an A380. Maybe the A350. I've only done that once, possibly. When was my last overnight? I don't think I've done an overnight long haul on my new PC. I'll probably need to leave the aircon on all night, otherwise it'll explode. It's going to be a bit cooler next week anyway. But yeah, if I didn't have the aircon in here now, poof, impossible. Yes, Monday night could be a good idea. It's meant to be down to about 13 degrees overnight. But yeah, it's still 27, 29, 30 all next week. Hot. List with 742, that would be... Oh, what have we got here? 35. Is that the planned cruise? Yeah, it was. We'll go 37. 37 out of event set 3 times. The 742, that requires a little bit of fuel management though, doesn't it? I think. Halfway, I think you've got to redistribute the fuel once the centre tank fuel's complete, which I don't really fancy waking up to do. I was going to suggest you flew the Scots and the Germans home. Yeah, we can position into Edinburgh first, then Frankfurt. Yeah, they were out there early. Were Germany out in the knockout stages, or was it the first group stages? Or the group stage, I can't remember. I think England are favourites to win tonight, aren't they? They've obviously got that Haaland guy who's an absolute tank. I've seen loads of videos of him go online. He seems like a really cool guy though. 2 tons, I'm not sure. You know what, you might be right, I don't know. I'm looking at my own YouTube channel now. It's been a while. Certainly not recently. Checks. Let's have a look here. Last one was... No, I've not done one on a new rig. My last long haul was 6 months ago, overnight long haul, where we did a ferry flight in the PMDG. Flew from Boeingfield to Dublin. That was the last long haul I did. Then I got my new PC, and then it broke. And I got my new PC again. No, I haven't. We're long overdue one then. She managed to lose 2 games in a row just to make sure actually out. Yes, Paraguay on your list. Oh, Jacob, there's a plug-in for Feeless Fuel management. Okay. Tutors could use X-Plane, Miami and the A340. I've got that too, and I've got the Aerosoft one as well. There's lots of options, loads of options. I have done an overnight long haul in the A340. We did one I went to Brazil somewhere, didn't we? It was for the F1. F1 wasn't it? It was Mexico. I think we positioned from Mexico to somewhere in Brazil, Sao Paulo. That was it. And I had to do a go around. I think if I remember rightly. I don't know why, but I think it was the weather. I think it was a thunderstorm or something. Wasn't it? We'll see. Anyway, here we are on the cruise. A couple of cruise jobs in. We'll set MCT. And preset the QNH in La Paz. Weather there. I only have instrument approaches onto runway 10, but it's winds from the south, so should be fine. And QNH is high, high pressure 1036, so we can preset that now. Oops. I think QNH is preset. I'll put that in there for this. Whilst I'm going to open, I might as well punch the descent winds in. I did see 2 tons, yeah, that Navigraph had now included in that track routes, which is pretty cool. Got to be the A350. Have any builds fixed their crashing issues though, or the WASM crashes? I've only flown it, I think, twice in streams before. One of them was an overnight on board. Yeah, I've not flown it since. That thing flies itself, doesn't it? Yeah, I've not flown it on my new PC, so performance should be quite good. Something up. Beautiful scenery. Gosh, very sparsely populated. Look at this. Can't see any sign of settlements. Very nice. Okay, so you're going for A350. We don't have an Alpaca Airways livery for the A350 though, do we? Or do we? We need a message bounce the other day. It's going to hopefully update the iFly 737 MAX livery to work with the new update, which would be pretty cool. I'm just going on our livery website. We need to get a few more painters. No, we don't. We have an A380. Jamlin painted the A380, which I've flown before. But no A350. I wonder if I can convince anyone to paint the A350 for me. Oh, do we have an A350? Oh, is it not on the website? I've just literally looked at the website. Buttering the go home tonight. No pressure then. Oh, so it's purely based off my butter as to whether we are coming home or we are bringing it home. Ah, Josiah, it is under A340-50. Oh, well, I might take the A350 then. Going back up. Oh, maybe I'll chat to GEFORCE and see if he can add it like an A350 into a separate menu, because that's not entirely clear. Why is it not being put under its own livery? Oh, Jamlin made that one as well. Jamlin, yeah. Jamlin, yeah, I painted one of the Indie Builds A350. I think then, Jamlin, I'd like to take your painted aircraft then, and I'll have a word with GEFORCE to see if he can make a separate. Oh, am I being a bit of an idiot? Yes, of course. Well, it has its. Yeah, it does say A340/A350. So yeah, fair enough. Okay, Jamlin, that's cool. Gosh, I've not used my. I've just bought my soundboard. I need to, guys. I need to bring the soundboard back. I've not done enough.
Exotic butters.
Magazine, you'll take the feet per minute as a percentage of the chance of England losing. So if it's like 500 feet per minute, we're going to lose 5 times or something. I will take the 900 then, Jamlin. Very cool. Alright then, well, I'll look at that, and we can depart Fort Lauderdale because we've got the scenery, and I'll either then go into well, any UK airport, really, it doesn't really matter. But I'll have to either do Manchester, I've got the scenery, or Oslo. Manchester only builds, I've got Oslo, Gardermoen, I've got scenery for from Aerosoft, so yeah, should be cool. Plainly, yeah, Alpaca 5.6 Mike, if you're around Lima Towers listening out for you or listening, or trying to contact you on 118750. I don't like zooming in far at expert. There was a bug in one of the release candidates where if you zoomed in far, it would crash the sim, so I've been really sceptical about zooming in far now. Don't forget to select your weather radar on as well prior to takeoff. Well, it's only an hour, 5 minutes till kickoff. Oh, Jam, you're building an app. That's cool. Is that your... Jam, I don't know if we ever spoke about what you do as your day job, but is that your hobby or is that work? Building an app, very cool. Yeah, it was interesting to hear what happened with the window blowout on the Malta Air aircraft, the Ryanair subsidiaries. Did you guys see that in aviation chat? Very reminiscent of what happened to Southwest Airlines. So Southwest Airlines, I think it was 2018, had an engine failure and a bit of the fan blade dislodged and hit a window. And I think that passenger in the Southwest was killed. And this one looks like it was very similar. Thankfully, no fatalities. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happened. Hopefully, any more recommendations. But I think there was a directive from the FAA regarding older engines. German software engineer, lead engineer on the back end for the Beano work app in Manchester. But this app is my project, top secret for now. Launching soon, very cool. I have no idea what that does. It sounds all very complicated, but no doubt you are the man for the job. Very exciting. Yes, well, with Joe heavily pregnant, I'll try and crack out a few extra streams. We've got a few things on next week, but yeah, I might even do another stream on the second channel. No promises yet. Well overdue a Discord stage event. Remember they were monthly, and then all of a sudden I had a child, and it became very difficult to organise. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I will be around VC this week. I did pop on this morning, but no one was around. Further away, so our top of descent is going to be with our elevation 320 miles away. It won't be a very long descent at all with an elevation of 13,300 feet. So I'll aim to get everything set up probably 50 miles before top of descent. Whether we get 80 or not is the big question. Red Cat, if you're right, what's the B-app pen tested by? Rich, I have no idea what that means. Listerman, top of letting terrain reach up to you. Yes, it'll be coming up very quickly, that's for sure. Gosh, people talk about hacking and things like that. Oh my goodness. Mark's got this big sis, understand she's going to be a big sis. Not yet, although she has begun to say her first word quite a lot. It's banana. Or egg. She always says, she keeps saying egg or 8. Sometimes it comes out like 8. She goes 8 egg, and banana. But it doesn't come out banana, it comes out bababa. So she's quite a good routine with her. So she had porridge for breakfast and then has a banana after. As soon as she finishes her porridge, Mark, she goes babada, bababa, bababa. Nearly walking as well. We're up to how many bumps now? 15 bumps, I think. We were expecting to walk a little bit sooner, but she's standing confident. She walks around with her walker everywhere, and for a brief second a couple of days ago she let go, only for about a little second, had a little wobble and fell down, but it's coming, it's coming. Yeah, I need to get her on the correct Tango phrase. Yeah. No honey, it's not banana, it's Bravo. So yes, it's either 8, egg or banana. That's, oh yeah, and lots of gobbledygook. Hello Steve, hope you're doing well, mate. She wants 8 eggs with a banana. So hard to understand that, of course. I actually did a bit of baking yesterday for her. I'm quite a fan of these little Instagram recipes that come up quite quickly. There's loads of babies. We made. I do a bit of cooking, but I'm not baking. But I baked yesterday some banana bread, and it actually came out okay. It's a bit stodgy, but it's basically just natural yogurt, flour, banana, egg. 2 of the words she says, and yeah, whack it in a tin. It rose a little bit. It's a coconut egg. Oh dear. Terrible music. Anyway, here we got ahead of us, 60 miles. I don't want to. Do I dare zoom in? Oh no. Symbol crash. Actually, to be fair, well, I don't want to jinx it, but Expo's been reasonably stable for me. I'm not opting into any betas ever again, though. Any betas at all. Not worth it. Gosh, I remember that period about. Oh, it was on my old PC before I got the new one. Just had that massive stability issues. I mean, a lot of it was linked to Streamlabs, and then when you change scenes in the streaming software, it would crash the sim. But no, I was having loads of issues. All good for now. Thanks for joining in. And if you're watching from home and not even necessarily taking part in the group flight, nice chill Saturday evening. Yeah, look at doing that overnight long haul. I've actually, CSS have actually sent me their classic 737-300, which I've still got to look at some point. But yeah, Colomar to Concorde is always, and the 742, all these channel favourites are always nice to roll out a hangar. You're using Windows 11, that's basically mate, that is true. Although the laptop on which I just read that message is Windows 10. That's because it's so old, Windows 11 is incompatible. Probably listed it, probably. Oh, God, it's lovely being on annual leave. Yeah, lots of pilot training this year. It's been really busy. It's been good. I've been doing lots of training this year. Usually I mostly do checks. A few checks, and my last day finally did some checks. But yeah, it'd be nice doing some type rating sessions. Cloud in the sky, look. It's like flying over Europe at the moment as well. I don't think we actually go up any built-up areas on this sector. Let's have a look here. Oh no, actually no. Gosh, I couldn't be more wrong. Oh, there's actually roads and all sorts going on underneath. I think that first half there, yeah, there was some gaps. So it's actually quite an established, I wouldn't say like towns and cities, but there's power lines and roads. Just a little look outside. No, yeah, look. See roads here. You can tell the elevation's super high, look, it's just how quick it's moving underneath. Do cadets instantly recognise your voice? Occasionally. I mean, not even the voice. I was in the hall the other day, hallway, just walking to one of the briefing rooms with my students. We're just outside the briefing room, and I was just chatting to the cadets. Sorry, excuse me, are you find Sims, right? Yeah, hello. So yeah, they do. It's funny. Steve, 29 degrees in your office. This is let me get my digital thermometer. It's actually stabilised. It's actually gone down 0.1 degree, but it went up. Started the stream at around 27, went up to 27.9, and it's now, there you go, 27.8. So the humidity's clapped a little bit. But, that's with the aircon on. The aircon's been on, well, I turned it on 30 minutes before the start of the stream. It's as cool as I can get my room. It's just, as we discussed several times before, this PC just kicks it out. So, oops, my t-shirt got caught on the control column. PC is like a little nuclear reactor. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Does lots of training also mean lots of new pilots? Yes, this has been. I mean, traditionally, the operator I work at, we take on a lot of pilots from pilot school, and a lot move on after they've done a period of time, or not stay. With expansion plans as well, we need to put pilots onto seats. Gosh, you guys talk about very early versions of Windows. Steve, no way. Teachers, is that in the QRH when your shirt gets caught in the yoke? Brilliant. Basically in my office I've got a shelf above the PC monitor that's leading up to get my forms, and I decided to wrap the yoke around my t-shirt. Steve, certainly tested my PC calling this summer. I'd have to say not a single issue with it. How to temper fate or not, touch wood, same with I, but as you well know, when I got this new one, we spent a lot of time together trying to get it all working, motherboard updated, and goodness knows if it needs another update on the motherboard, but it probably, this one's working fine. I don't want to touch it anymore, and it's been absolutely no issues, so I should think, as long as I did dust it out for the first time though the other day, last week when it cooled down. I unplugged it from the wall, I got some anti-static wipes, wiped it all out, and I've got a Karcher wet dry vac, and it's really powerful, got all the dust out. But yeah, it's got a really thick filter on the front, which actually builds up. But yeah, that's the only maintenance I think I'll need to do in the next. I'm hoping it lasts me 5 years. Nightbot again. It seems to sometimes work with streams, members only streams, and sometimes it doesn't. Looks like today it's taken a day off. So I would assume airlines will land up to 10 or even 15 knots, so they don't have to do a circle to land. So yeah, the normal Tower 1 limit is 10 knots, however, certain runways, I should think maybe La Paz is one of them, I don't know, maybe the altitude, I'm not sure, but we have approval on certain runways to land with a 15 knot tailwind. The only requirement is if the tailwind is greater than 10 knots, it has to be a captain's only landing. But tailwind really has a huge impact on landing performance, like a lot more than people realise, so it has to be factored. Oh look, they've got wind shear, lovely. 10 knot tailwind for us then, wind shear, fantastic. Yeah, the only way of getting onto runway 28 in La Paz is circle land, there's no procedural approach. Nightbot's big disappointment. Yeah, Steve, that's something I've always done. Unplug it all, and yeah, it just helps keep you cool. Just I think you will die there too. We'll be fine. But yeah, 10 knot tailwind in La Paz. I mean, the density altitude alone, your ground speed is going to be super high. And it's interesting, with flat 40 I probably wouldn't have great missed approach climb gradient performance. Funny enough, when we fly into airports like Salzburg, because the missed approach climb gradient is so high, when we do flat 40, we actually have to fly the approach a little bit faster to ensure the we go around, and once landing's committed, we then slow down to the final approach speed. It's not many places we do that, that's just one of them. Anyway, it's top of descent here. 213 miles, but remember we'll get things set up a little bit sooner today, so you've got to take the elevation into account. But yes, we need to push our high altitude landing button. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find any information about this online. High altitude landing. The Boeing 737 technical site operations into La Paz, literally where we're going. This is quite interesting. Have a look at this, guys. So this is specific to La Paz. Fascinating account how to operate 73 by Captain Daniel M. Lopez. Here at VAG we have a daily flight which stops in Sao Paulo, so to create a routine flight. Flight time to La Paz 50 minutes, you have to use a 300 with 22k engines and 225 mile an hour tyres, so yeah, the tyre rating must be higher. Must be qualified, previous experience. Specific procedures and IS for alignment. For airplanes with the CPCS pressurization panel system set altitude -200 before departure and have to take up set cabin altitude to 9,000 feet. Ooh. Oh, interesting. So you actually have to do some fiddling here. Oh, do they have to wear oxygen when our cabin altitude reaches 10,000 feet? Pilots must wear oxygen. Wow. So you can't make weather deviations, unfortunately. There was a crash by an Eastern Airlines 200. Wow, 21,000 foot mountain. Loads to think about here. Runway 10 should be used even with light tailwind, with limits and checking tyre speed, because there is an instrument procedure for 28. Just circle. And it isn't comfortable to make a circling approach from wing 28 due to turbulent air near threshold. Missed approach 10 is a sharp turn to avoid peak for departure. Wow. So special routing to be flown due to pressurization failure and engine inoperative. Wow. Aircraft reaction is very slow and you always must be prepared in advance. Entry airspeed is higher, but engine response does not correspond as we are accustomed to at sea level. Yeah, and all that should be modelled. So technically you should be on oxygen. Well, it makes sense you've got to be on oxygen above 10,000 feet anyway. Okay, cool Andy, thanks for feedback. Desire approaching top descent, very good. Yeah, see what the situation is with we might get lucky with ATC, I don't know, but I don't think so, guys. But yeah, well, it's great to have had some ATC. Talking about group flights, actually, without again giving too much away about upcoming baby. I'm looking to do the group flight early in August, if that's okay. So probably in maybe 3 weeks, and then we might have to have a bit of a gap. Maybe from MOGEF's 80 to 81 will be maybe a 6-7 week gap, just to get us to you know, mid to end September. So yeah, that's the plan. I mean, I'm just looking at my roster here, probably looking at around, oh no, I might have to do it on a weekday. Yeah, oh, I'll try not to, but I'll see what I can do. Actually, no, I might be able to do it after work one day if it's a short one. Ruben always feel less nervous about the ATC. Last controller did a fine job of separation. Oh, you should never be nervous. If you're on the radio, you make a mistake, no biggie. We're all human. I've made my fair share of, excuse the French, cock-ups from the radio before, so... Actually, one thing, when you're line training a cadet that's recently done their circuits, their base training, you know, one of the sign-off items is RT radio, and it can sometimes take a while for them to get used to. You know, they've gone from doing their IR in a Seneca or a Diamond or whatever at 5,000 feet to now operating in European airspace. So it does. Obviously, I'm used to that now for 15 years, but those that start that transition, it takes a while for them to get used to the pace of the RT, and over time you get to learn all the waypoint names and things like that. So. Yeah, to start with the RT, you have to really watch them, and you often have to over talk them or respond if they miss the call sign or something. So it's not just you, Ruben; it's the real world guys as well. Steve, hopefully it'll be a happy landing. Fingers crossed. I'll just look at our ground speed on there. When we're fully configured, it's going to be really high. But it's a long runway here, isn't it? Is it 4,000 metres? So look here. Yeah, it's a long runway. 4,000 metres. Which it has to be. Hey, that's a good point as well, Josiah. You speak chilled out, laid back FAA. Just gonna stand up. Been driving a lot today. Go get my medical, then go catch my friend, and now I'm sat here as well. Get older, gotta look after my limbs. That's what my OB said. Oh, Ruben, that's a fair point. Yeah, you've taken the 742. Now there's a high workload. Oh, here's a good one for you guys. Take a look at this. So I was in the garden the other day, and I was digging out some flowers, and I found this stone. I think it's got a fossil in it. I don't know if it's a fossil of a seed or something, but tell me what you guys think of this. Have a look. Do you think that's a fossil? I can't get the camera to focus on it. Look. There you go, look. What do you think that is? In a rock. Is it a fossil of a seed? I'm trying to get a better picture of it on my phone, but I've kept it. Maybe it's got like the DNA of dinosaurs on it, and they'll extract it. Something like Jurassic Park. I don't know. T-Rex, yeah. Piece of light. I don't know. It's like a little circle. Flight into Indiana Jones. Dear. Actually, it was last year, I think, when I played the Indiana Jones games. I don't have much time for gaming now. We still do our Xbox nights on Wednesday. Yeah, Indiana Jones game was actually really good on Xbox. Yeah, it looks like a tiny little ammonite. Tiny one. But it was in the garden. Knows. Probably some mold. Those aliens. Who knows? Yeah. Turn that down slightly. this. It's like just rocky desert. I'll take. Hold on. I'll put a. Let me take it. The interest is high. What's quite funny is usually in streams these days, not many people ask aviation related questions. They end up talking about random stuff. Let me take a picture of it and close up, and I'll put it on Discord. Oh, you know what? It does actually look something. Well, no, I don't know. If I take a picture of the side, it's definitely like sticks out. No, it's more the shadow. I'll take a couple of pictures. Right, where do I put this in? What channel does it fall under? I'll put it on a live stream. It's a bit more of a detailed picture. Somebody tell me what it is. Anyone who's not watching the stream will look at this channel and go, what on earth? There you are. I've posted it to the live stream channel. You know what? When I look closely at it, it does look something that could have struck it. Oh, AI says fossilized coral. Interesting. AI's nuts. It's a miniature CF-56. Oh, Jacob, you've retracted your messages. AI changed its mind. I don't have any geologists to spare, I'm afraid. Martin, yes, that would be probably the case. Probably your garden is exactly where the Cornish and English landmasters met. Rose the ocean floor, who knows? I'll keep it, I'll keep it. Oh look, there's a settlement down there under our aircraft. Where are we now? Bit of life. Ah, where's my charts at? It's disappeared. Where are we? Well, we've just passed south of Yori. There we are. Continuing southeast. Large body of water here. Oh, is this the largest lake or something, or the highest lake in the world? Lake Titicaca. We cross into Bolivia then. Miniature CFM, I love that. Oh, what happened there? Was that the scenery load again? Just saw the stream sort of glitch. So you think it is a fossil? Oh, I just need to find out what it is. I forgot Navigraph could do all this. It's really cool. Powerful tool. Very cool. Martin, I posted it in the live stream channel. Larry, hope you're doing well. Beavis and Butthead, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever watched an episode. What, Two-Touch, you did a bachelor's degree in... You're a geologist? Oh, yeah, stand up, yes. Oh gosh, I've just realised something. The top of descent is 107 miles away, but don't forget, we are flying to a very high altitude airport, which reminds me, I don't know exactly when we turn that on, but I'm going to do it now. And as we read in that page on the 737 handbook guide or whatever it is, you'd have to go on oxygen. Anyway, already loaded up the FMC. I'll put 250 below 100. Actually, that's an interesting point. I'm going to put 250 below 23,000 feet, and then we're going to be 10,000 feet above the ground then. There we are. These things you just don't consider. Running runway 10, fixed page 10. And, you know what, I'm definitely going to figure no later than 5 miles. Okay, fixture screen. Let's have a look at this star. It's a pretty straightforward arrival, guys. We'll talk about the threats associated with this in a moment, but we are routing in via Alpaca 200 above. There it is in the FMS. Sorry, the ND, but there it is in the FMS. The yoke. Look, Cat's fun approach fix. Max speed is 180. Here it says 200. Slight difference then. That yeah, there you go. So you get you gotta love this. That initial approach fix max 180. However, the RLS chart max 200. I'm gonna probably bring it to max 180. Actually, how far out are we there? Oh, Cat 6.1 DME. No, I'll leave it at max 200. So yeah, it's always a pain when the star contradicts with the approach. It's a bit unusual, but. You technically with a lower speed, but max 200 knots, so I don't want to bring it too slow for the traffic behind. Oh, do I have a tailwind for landing? Max 180. Yeah, wind swing around, isn't it? Otherwise, that's it from the start, guys. Hide the terrain. Straight to La Paz. ILS X-ray then. 110.3. There is an ILS Zulu, but it's the conventional fly over the top. Straight in. So ILS frequency 1103 active. That's it. There's no beacon. No, there isn't. So course is 102 MCP. Setting both sides. Vucan platform altitude is 14,500 feet. So high. And then minimum is 210 feet above the ground. That's 13,320 feet. Oh gosh, we're going to be there a long time saying the minimums. Anyway, I need to. Oh my gosh. Smoggy, you had to drop an anchor to slow down. That was some anchor. Especially the air density. You know, it's not speed braking and flaps are not going to be as effective. Anyway, there's the Barra minimums. I've never set them so high. 13,320. RVR needed is 550 meters. So yeah, big threats then. Missed approach climb grade is very high. Taking into account the elevation, you definitely need to check that performance independently, but there's no way of doing it in a desktop simulator, and I don't have the pads on my operator iPad. So quite tough performance wise. The other big thing is your true airspeed is going to be considerably higher. So your ground speed consequently is going to be high as well. So stopping performance is a massive factor. Flaps, speed brake, reverse thrust are nowhere near as effective as they are at sea level, so temperatures are going to get hot quickly, and we're going to need all this runway to stop here as well. 2 tons, yeah, 4,000 meters we were discussing earlier. Nice long runway here, and the high speed is right at the end. So you know we have, as per designed by the whoever built it, the runway to accommodate the poor performance essentially. But yeah, frequencies, courses, minimums are set. Missed approaches, maintain runway heading until we get to Lima Papa 800, climb to 14,600 feet, and then 16,000 feet to MCAR to hold. Yeah, look at these. They give you ground speeds up to 220 knots. So this is a really interesting point. The glide path is quite shallow. Look, 2.4 degrees. So it's so shallow, but they've done that to accommodate the higher speed you're doing, because if you're doing a 3-degree glide path at a ground speed of 220 knots, your required rate of descent will probably be 1,200–1,300 feet per minute, which is very high, and consequently you can see here, look, yeah, look, 200 knots. You still need to even though it's a shallow glide path, 1,000 feet per minute. So yeah, one of the things you can briefly discuss is the fact that the typical maximum rate of descent would be 1,000 feet on a normal approach, but on this you might need to maintain a higher rate of descent just to stay on the correct path. Someone said there was wind shear, so wind shear escape manoeuvre. If we get wind shear, disconnect the autopilot, push toga, aggressively apply full power, disconnect the autothrottle, all wings level, pitch up 15 degrees, and don't touch the gear off flaps, follow the toga guidance afterwards. Alright then, let's have a look at the landing performance on the simple brief. So close that. We're 10 full length, landing weight would probably be higher with the extra fuel, so we'll call that 6, let's go to 64 tons. Flat 30. Okay, that's okay. Factor landing distance 2,997 meters, flat 30. Order brake max. Can we not go 3? Max runway length exceeded. Gosh. Oh, it's really cool, but it's actually taken into account the performance, I think, of the altitude. So yeah, you need max auto, and that makes sense with the elevation. Just try flat 40. Or flat 40 order brake 3. With a factor landing distance of 3,780 meters. Woohoo. Yeah, let's do flat 40 order brake 3. Massive factor. But with the elevation as well, even the unfactored distance is long. Right, 700 kilos of fuel to burn, 63.5, so a bit conservative with the weight, but with flat 40, brake 3, second E10 reverse. Perfect. Oh, this one already pushed it, so don't forget, high out buttons on. Oxygen masks will be on. Changing the sim. Here comes the lake. Lake, what was it? I've forgotten the name. Titicaca. Perfect. Across the border, over the lake, but we're overhead Juliaca. Oh, look at that, we're basically flying right over the runway, parallel to the runway as well, that's pretty cool. There we are, look. 3 stands there. That'd have been a short little hop to La Paz. That's a good question, Listerman. I think it still said that you have to wear oxygen masks. Obviously, as soon as you open the window, you're at 13,000 feet. I think they said whenever the cabin altitude is below 10,000. Whether this actually keeps the cabin altitude below 10,000, I'm not so sure. We'll see in the descent. $40 miles to top of descent. Looks like it's a good gap. Good news is landing 10. Straight off, look, land. Take the Alpha taxiway on stand. Might take one of the auxiliary apron stands. Yeah, very cool. Hello, Josh Grayson. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. Sorry, you've slammed it down. Well, a landing you can walk away from, eh? Yeah, we'll see how we get on today. See how the aircraft handles at high density altitude. So I haven't landed with much tailwind before. The most tailwind I've ever had is Lanzarote in real life, landing with about 13 knot tailwind, and my goodness, it was very tight on performance. Had to go max auto. I Larry just spawned in a Cessna 172, which I've moved to a GA ramp out of the way, but it allows me to connect to Mountain Sim and watch shore land. Very good. You can also use observer mode as well. So observer mode, we won't see you, but you can then observe the traffic. It's pretty cool. 30 miles to top descent, Josh Fish. So almost no one talking on advisory. Oh, I mentioned something called short final. But I usually have a look at the traffic around. I'm guilty of that on the streams, to be fair. Yeah, look, I mean, with decent spacing here. I've got someone behind me. Andy, 443 knots. He's going a little bit slower than I am, so it'll be a decent gap. And a massive gap here. That's Alistair in his A320. Oh, very good, Larry. Yeah, you can go anywhere then. Awesome. Also, I love the flyby. I've still sat on the fence with that payware camera mod in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I did see it can sometimes cause issues with certain add-ons. Chase plane, that was it. I've just easily done an airport like this. Come in very, very high energy. It's just the elevation is so high at ground speed and true airspeed is so much higher than you're indicated. But nonetheless, a very chill group flight this evening. Another part of the world explored, but you know, obviously as we venture around different places, the 80 can sometimes be lacking, unfortunately. Oh, Larry, it's a great flyby view. Yeah, it's superb. It's coming up. There's restriction that is 200 at Alpaca, so we'll set that as an initial restriction. There we are. Reset MCP, so I'll bring up yoke cam, MCP cam. Oh, you have to wind it a lot more than the real aircraft. PMDG works quite well, but the Z-Wing twisted loads. Anyways, flight level 200 set. What's the transition altitude here? ATC. 18,000, same as US. Down we go. Two tons time, not too worried. It depends when I do it. Might have, if it's a day off in the next 3 weeks, it'll probably have to be a weekday. Or before or after work. Ideally after work when I'm on an early. I can squeeze one in if it's a bit shorter. But yeah, early August please.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the main flight.
There's Jim.
On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
Well, there you go. I never knew it did that. It happened to be in the cabin during descent. Cheers, Jim. Nice you to speak up. Jim is an American. No, I wasn't meant to tell you any of that, guys. Just adjust my MCP cam slightly. Cool. Down we go. So remember the elevation 13,000 feet. Oh, we're at 23,000 feet. We've only got 10,000 feet above the ground. Perfect, Andy. 30 miles, loads of space. Yeah, that's great. We've just got to FMC speed to add thrust to return to our target speed while staying on path. Magnuson, most beautiful approach, probably Corfu. Corfu's stunning. Malta's one of my favourite, I've not been there for a number of years. Venice Trieste, that's nice, see the canals. Undisclosed second airport in Rome, especially if you're first officer, because you get to see all the sides of the city, Colosseum. I enjoy the flying a lot now, guys, but yeah, I won't see so many real well photos nowadays, I'm afraid, just for company updates and things like that. So I used to love showing the photos, but as I mentioned in a post a while back, unable moving forward, but not an issue. I still stream and enjoy doing these things. Bank angle 25. Andy, I had a logged down listener on last night's show, thought it might be you, but I don't think it was. I'm afraid I haven't been there since the show I did tune in and listen to, which I had great fun doing actually. What was I doing last night? I was in bed by 9, I think. Yeah, we had a long day yesterday at the mother-in-law's. Keep close on the speed, it's trickled slightly above the target speeds. Track required message might come up soon, but it's okay. Anyway, past the flight level 200 restriction now, so just quickly check the charts on the start. Next restriction is UDCAT 17,000 feet. So we'll set 17,000 feet. We can now set that QNH as well. 1036, there we are. Oops. Passing 28,200, 17,000 feet, stand by to descent. Because I set the QNH in the FMS, there was no jump in the path. Steve, what was I doing last night? The medical went well, brilliant. It's been a really busy week. Real busy. And you have to be a bit more regular listen to get a requested jingle. Hey, I got my Drew 09 song when I last listened in. Thanks for playing my request. What was I doing last night? Half the time. I call it baby fog. So 13,000 feet above the ground, all that seatbelt signs back on. About 15 minutes landing or less. Good to be back in the mod, guys. Spectacular approach. So we've got the decel point coming up. So remember we put these extra, we told the FMC, look, reduce speed to 250 knots below 23,000 feet. The reason being, that's 10,000 feet above the ground. So otherwise the echo points start decelerating until it gets to the decel point for the approach. Andy, do you only ever play sort of disco music? Do you do other requests? So you wouldn't play anything, let's say, from The Who, or the Cranberries, or Pink Floyd. This is my sort of music. But it also is a special disco music. Anyway, there we are. Passing 23,000 feet. We'll do the post-cruise checks now. All 4 pumps. We've got sort of 4 tons, lights. High altitude mode is on. Pressurization set, belts on. So yeah, look. The cabin altitude is slowly increasing. And the diff pressure is slowly dropping. So there's the cab out. Or the cabin altitude now. It looks like it seems to be around 10,000 feet. Is it slowly increasing as well? To zoom really far in. Yeah, so the cabin altitude now is, look, it's just above 10,000 feet now. So if we didn't have the high altitude landing option, cabin altitude, oh no, it's 11,000. The cabin altitude warning horn would be going off now. So is that correct? I think you meant to set, didn't it say you meant to set the land out to 9,000 or something? Yeah, 11,000. Yeah, it'd be on oxygen mask now. But I have no information. We obviously read that article that mentioned about setting the land out to a different elevation, but yeah, it'd be on oxygen. It'd have to be on oxygen mask now. Just a little bit of speed brake, just to keep the speed under control. 250 knots here. Yeah, I don't think the songs are suggested to get you up dancing. Yeah, cabin out. You can see it's like still slowly climbing as well. So yeah, it probably will reach correct cabin out. Whether it's meant to stay pressurised or something, I'm not sure. All right, next decel point's coming up. Max 180 knots at UCAT. Coming up soon. On path. God. It's like the moon. There's actually quite a lot of farmland over there. Oh, Larry, we're number 1, are we? Very good. Here comes the decel point for our approach anyway, 180 knots max. And look, oh my god, I mean, you can already see, look, we're decelling for the approach. Ground speed, 330 knots. And we've got a headwind here. Wow. Lee, that's the plan. I don't mind just about missing the start. But we knocked the start, the discrete flight an hour back to accommodate that. Glide slope's just coming alive now, and the ident India Lima Papa Alpha. So after UCAT we can step down to, turn MCP cam off, Lima Papa 64, 15,700 feet. We're gonna get the flaps out, we have to. We're below the max flap extension altitude, 20,000 feet, so speed check to flaps 1. I'll open the speed window, and we'll bug the flap 1 speed. Getting high on the glide slope as well, so yeah, speed check, flap 5. Match the speed, keep it in path. She's getting me high and higher. You know what, we're going to use speed brake. Speed brake. We can now step down to 15,700, almost 1 hour to go, and I'm going to have to go level change. We're getting high here. So I'm going to go level change and actually bug 180 knots. Speed brake's extended. Ground speed 260 knots. Oh. Okay, localizer live, Armin Vorlock. Localizer capture, runway heading 102. Set on path's not done a very good job putting me on altitude here. I don't know if that's doing the elevation, but look, it says I'm 100 feet low, but look at the glide slope. It's almost 2 dots down. 16 miles, flap 10, speed checks. Look at the ground speed, 240 knots. That's bonkers. Speed brake flap 10. Glide slope should slowly start coming back now. You've got to be on top of it, especially at this altitude. Flap speed brake nowhere near as effective. Flap 10 speed brakes had a really nice configuration to get established back on the path. Now, one of the things we do in operating, once you're established on the localizer and intercepting the glide slope from above, it is safe to set the land elevation on the altimeter plus 1,000, so 14,100. We're now within 1 dot of the glide slope arm approach. Yeah, check out my intercepting the glide slope from above tutorial if you'd like the techniques, or learn the techniques I've used today. There we are, glide slope capture. Missed approach altitude 16,000 feet is set. There we are, we're just passing the missed approach altitude now. Wow. Okay, approaching the flap 10 speed, so slow the speed brake. Good. Look at that, guys. Flap 10 indicated airspeed 169 knots, which we're doing now. Ground speed 227. That is bonkers, absolutely bonkers, but that is the case here, the elevation. Right, should be good now until around, well, I'm not going to configure it 5 miles at this speed, and with the tailwind. Lima traffic, no, not Lima traffic, where am I? La Paz traffic, Alpaca 79 Papa Zulu, established on ILS X-ray runway 10 miles. Alright, 9 miles in. That's a classic case of engage brain before mouth. Forgot the airport, forgot the call sign, forgot 225 knots. We are barreling down this ILS. This is seriously fast. Seriously fast. I mean, usually with a tailwind, you'd be doing like 180, 190. Yeah, we're going to drop the gear at 7. I've got to get this speed down. Got to manage the engine. Gear down. Flap 15. And the M1 settings will be so unusual as well. Star switch is continuous. Recall is checked. Speed brake. Arm green light. Landing gear down to green. Auto brake is set to 3. Yeah. N1s are much higher. Flap 25. I wonder if there's any restrictions for extending flaps. Like true airspeed. You only ever use indicated airspeed. 162 flap 40. Wow. This is why Bolivia don't lose at home, yeah. Get used to this altitude. Flaps. 40 green light, lights on. Clear to land, checks complete. Alright, so let's have a look at our stabilised M1 here. So at sea level, it'll be around 62% M1 because of the elevation here, 14,000 feet. Oh, look how high the M1 is to maintain this speed. 78, 79%, but that is what is needed. Whoa. Let's see how she flies, disconnecting. Good, my mag button's working. Okay.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch altitude.
So unusual. Look at the ground speed, 195 knots. Well, below the max tyre speed, which is good. Well, quite close to 225 miles an hour. Yeah, not far off. Very high M1s. 500 continue. Required rate of descent's higher than usual as well. Just under 1,000 feet per minute. Stay on path. Keep descending.
500.
Checks.
400.
Checks.
100.
Checks.
300.
Checks.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Maybe points before the pappies, but mind. Here we go.
100. 50. 40.
A
30,
bit sooner because of the
20,
elevation.
10.
What? Wow! Floaty, floaty! My goodness, max reverse. it did feel very different. Look at Water Rate 3 doing its job, 100 knots, bit of a float. I had to check at 50 feet.
80 knots.
Manual braking. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to La Paz. Wow. I had to flare. I had to flare at 50 feet. Usually we flare at 20, 30 feet. I had to do it at 50. Yeah, and the reason is that rate of descent was so high. I had to be high because of our ground speed. Wow. And La Paz traffic, Alpaca 79, Papa Zulu's for Kenya runway 10. Amazing. That's splendid. Alright, there we are. Oh gosh, did I have the charts up the whole approach? I hope not. Yeah. I think it was only when I turned off yoke cam it does that. Alright, there we go. We'll crank up the APU, take one of these stands. Superb. Alright, weather radar off. Jim, I'll do your actions for you. So more than enough to stay with that PA. Alright, perfect. Yeah, fire. Was to not have this option now, the cabin altitude warning horn would be continuously sounding at 13,300 feet. Absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm at idle and the idle M1's 34%. I wonder if that's anything to do with the EC. Look at that. Idle thrust, look. 34% at idle. Is that the Zebo just being Zebo, or is that actually the highest M1 was on some sort of approach idle? Very interesting. When it's actually taxiing, it's like taxiing a max. It's off. Wow, very interesting. It could be this. I don't know. Never flown anywhere so high before. Left, really? Alright, perfect. Bucket brakes, set APUs available, 1 plus, 2 blues, 1 red. Legends are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to La Paz, Bolivia, the highest international airport in the world. We'll do a transit, open APU bleed. Oh, I hope you skylocked the flight. Oh, even better, GPU's available.
Short final runway 10.
Superb. Yeah. Disembarking the passengers, there we go. Oh no way, the approach controllers just came online. Ah, bad timing. And I think I know why. I was just thinking about this in Lima. When I emailed them for the request, it was based off the original time, and we obviously moved it forward an hour, didn't we? And because I hadn't heard anything, I didn't tell them about the updated time. Well, you know, I was halfway through, so they were going to have some traffic, but we just missed it. We just missed it. Oh, damn it, never mind. Well, you know, if I did hear back from them, I would have emailed them and said to us the updated time. Anyway, a few of you are still on stand. 48 Foxtrot. We've also got Alpaca 84 Alpha Sierra. That's Alistair. We've got 2 free stands. So, I've just missed Andy's landing. Well, there should be a bit of traffic still for him to deal with. But we've landed here, and there's Andy. There's Edo in his MD-80, looking high. Also not flying towards the runway. There's Andy. Andy, I assume it was a butter. Sorry I missed it, buddy. Edo was the first victim of ATC. Just missed it. Got to see Edo land then. I think that's just ex-pilot being ex-pilot. I think he's not actually at that angle. We'll watch Edo land, but then the game kicks off in 2 minutes. And we've got to do roll the giveaways. Hopefully no significant action in the first few minutes. There we are. Well, whilst we'll also watch Edo coming to land, we'll roll the giveaways. Thanks to everyone that took part today. Edo drifting in his MD-80. Andy taxiing in as well. 2 tons a year is heading towards the runway. I think it's just X-Pilot being X-Pilot. Right then. Time to get the roll, the names of wheel of names, or whatever it's called. Alright then. There it is. So I've just copy and pasted the... I'll get rid of the group categories here. Group 1, Group 2. There we are. So there we are. Everyone that's participated is in this list, including oneself. So we'll try and keep one arm out open, but I think we can crack on with these giveaways whilst we wait for Edo to land. Good job, Andy. Here we go. Let's roll the first one. See if it's rigged. Oh look, we have a new winner, I swear. Catherine. Well done. In the A330, I've not even seen you today. Oh, please don't tell me you didn't take part. I have to roll them all again anyway. Catherine, I'll remove you. I didn't see an A330 today. Anyway, let's roll it again. For giveaway number 2. Oh, it's going to be me. Oh! What should I treat myself to?
Do it.
I've won before. This is like the 3rd time I've won. Dear. Here we go. Ruben is going to land on you. Ruben, I think you... Have you won before? Ruben 757. He changed his name to 757. It's the key. It's the key. I actually changed his name and someone else, and Josiah did as well, to 757, and it worked. Unbelievable. Ruben is fine. I know, I've heard his voice. So there you go. If you want to win a giveaway, make sure you add 757 or flight deck to SIP to your username, and you're guaranteed a place. There you go. Ruben, you're welcome. Liam, are you there? Can you quickly check if Catherine was there, just to make it fair? I don't know. As a reminder, guys, maybe Catherine did. I just didn't see an A330, but yeah, to be legible, you can't just enter the group flight. You have to actually participate. Now, if you have to cancel for whatever reason, that's fine. Just let me know, so we can just roll the giveaway again. Regardless, we'll roll it here, but we'll see if there is a quick we can tell if you've flown or not. Right. Noted, Smoggy. Here we go, Edo, looking good. High flare. Whoa! I think that's just... Ooh. And down. That actually looked really good. Looked like a high flare to start with. Very nice. Edo butted it down. Oh, game started. No spoilers for the football. I'll go run down and watch it myself. What I will do then is quickly check if Catherine took part, because I've got the giveaway all open here, and to prove it's completely unrigged. Oh, Edo, you missed the exit. It's going to go full length. It's the one on short final. No, you're alright, Edo, you're alright. That just shows you how limiting the performance is. That's a 4,000 metre runway, and Edo couldn't make the first exit. Yeah. There you are. I hope you didn't watch my touch. We just missed it, so we're just shutting the aircraft down, I think, when you touched down, buddy. But it was one you had to really watch out. Good job, buddy. Right, what I'm just going to quickly do is check... that's in... There's a way of checking if someone's flown or what. I don't want to have to do this on a stream, but... Is it VATSIM stats? You can actually quickly see who if they've logged on with their call sign. I found the list here, guys, of who's online. Right, let's just check the call sign here. Yeah, I don't think Catherine took part. Alright, and just in the interest of fairness then, I'll roll it again. No, not online, I'm afraid. Alright, just as a polite reminder, if you do book onto the group flight and then for whatever reason can't participate, just let me know in Discord. Just makes it fair for the giveaways, but as a rule and requirement for the giveaways, you have to have taken part in it to actually be entered. We'll roll it again. Here we are. So the second winner is... Oh, that was close, Josiah! I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Is this actually... So basically, the two people that put 757 in their name actually won the giveaways. Is that a thing? You're joking. I don't believe it. I'm no... well, there you go. It's rigged. If you put 757 in, you win. Well, Catherine didn't, but there you go. Oh, right. We'll remove you. I mean, I'll do it. Right, this is just for banter, so I'm afraid whoever wins this doesn't win anything, because I do have my winners. Josiah and Ruben. Actually, let me write that down because I'll forget to message you in the morning. Well done, guys. As usual, let you know what you'd like. Control voucher, X-Plane voucher, Indie Bills voucher, whatever. It's up to you. Josiah, Ruben, well done, guys. Should we just see if 2 Tons gets it? Josiah, you're never changing your name. This is just for fun, just to see where it lands. Oh, don't. Yeah. Nearly landed on Dave. There we are, look. There we go. Nearly. If it landed on Dave, I'd have just ended the stream. There we go, guys. Anyway, we'll call it a day. Double O definitely missed something tonight. Yeah, he should have changed his name and taken part. Nearly. I know. I was getting a bit nervous there. Gosh. There we are. Right, look, we're going to disconnect off the network. Edo, well done, buddy. I'll see you soon, and thank you to everyone else that participated in this group flight here, and thanks to that single controller who came on, albeit just finished off at Lima to move over here, and I think he must have read the original email, because yeah, he logged on about an hour too late, but never heard a response. But here we are, all done, and yeah, you know what, the Zebo mod was alright. It was alright today. High M1 on the taxi, but I think that might be just the elevation, who knows. But never flown a 737 at such a high altitude place, but the performance was pretty good for the altitude, you know. Well, I want to say good, it wasn't good, but represented what it would be like. But there we are. Anyway, let's cue the replay music and have a look. I had to flare so high to prevent it from hammering down today. There we go. Classic funky music on. Let's have a look here at that landing. Nice and slowly. God, I missed the replay tool and X-Plane. Crank up that volume. Maximum volume. Went straight back up in the air again. That was, yeah, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. Let's have a look from here. Oh, such a cool view. Oh, it was so close to being a butter, but yeah, just yeah, really ballooned up. I mean, I don't know if that's the fact of the density altitude, but yeah, wow. It would have been, it was nearly bang on the money, but just that little float. There we are, settled down. I can't remember what the butter landing calculator said. It was a great landing, I think. It was close. There we are. Awesome stuff. Right, I'll pop you into this window view here. Lovely jumping. Oh, I didn't close the flight on New Sky. Oh, I'm out of touch with New Sky. Oh no. No, to be fair, I think it knows what a replay is. Oh, no. 9.53. Long landing, which makes sense, it was long. Just outside the acceptable touchdown zone. There we are. Yeah, very good that it recognised that the replay wasn't correct, but not a good start for July. It was the mega float. Right, we'll close that. Anyway, cheers guys, thank you very much for all your support as members, really appreciate it. I hope you still enjoy the hopefully members group fight. Good turnout this month for 25 people or so thank you very much for your support. And yeah, roll on next one. It won't be too long, 3 weeks or so. You would all know what the reason is without giving too much away, but yeah, August is going to be a very busy month at the end, so we want to make sure you get the group flight done before and then a bit of a break. So 3 weeks for the next one or so, and then maybe 5 or 6 weeks for the September one, but we'll keep you posted. Anyway, as ever, thank you so much for your support. Look after yourselves. I'm going to go start watching the game, see what's going on, and hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.